Welcome folks, this is Wear and Tear, yet another outdoor and gear review channel. Today I'm at the beautiful Danube, about to try out a couple of flashlights. One is from Sofirn, the other one is from Nitecore. Two similarly sized flashlights with very different design philosophies. We'll see which one performs better outdoors, gives better color rendition, and then we'll do a desk review of both of those lights. Together, Nitecore is on the left side, the Sofirn is on the right side. Both of them claim 1000 lumens on this mode. To me, the Nitecore is perhaps a little bit bigger, a little bit brighter, but it is also a cooler light color. The Sofirn is a bit more pleasant. It's the Sofirn, bit warmer light color. Let's try the Nitecore. Yeah, not bad either. Both of them perfect for walking your dog or something like that. Walking your squirrel, whatever floats your boat. Yeah, I like the beam characteristics of the Sofirn a little bit better. It's not much difference. Again, the Nitecore. Sofirn. Yeah, Sofirn is just a little bit warmer, which is always nice outdoors. But that's a matter of personal preference. There's no objective truth on these things. Except perhaps that colder white colors are always a little bit brighter. Yeah, Sofirn again. And the Nitecore. Sofirn. Nitecore. Yeah, let's get back to the desk. And let's see what the differences, the different design philosophies are between those two lights. So we have the Nitecore with a Cree XPL LED. We have the Sofirn SC21 with a Samsung LH351 LED. The Sofirn is based around an orange peel reflector, normal thrower all-round beam, so compromise between throw and spill. The Nitecore is based around a TIR lens, which is scratching up easily because that's a slab of plastic not protected by a mineral glass lens. The Sofirn has a mineral glass lens. The Nitecore is based around a micro USB port with a very flimsy rubber cover. Micro USB was already outdated at the release date of the Nitecore, in my opinion. The Sofirn, on the other hand, has a USB-C port with a massive slab of silicone. The nice thing is this stuff is really water resistant. I have tried that out, not on this light, but on very similar lights from Workers. When snorkeling with them, this type of seal really works, although it is still not desirable from a very hardcore use, very hard setting use of lights, but it is okay. This one, on the other hand, this is a despicable rubber cover. Now, the maximum brightness on the TUP 1000 lumens turbo mode doesn't come on right now. Don't know. Yeah, the battery is a little bit low on the Nitecore. Sofirn, it has similar. Double click, you have maximum brightness of claimed 1000 lumens. Of course, different light color, although it doesn't come out like that on the camera quite well, at least in the outdoor footage as far as I have seen. Now this has an active temperature control. That means the light will regulate according to the actual temperature in the electronics compartments, so ramp down, ramp the brightness up to the desired level. The Nitecore has a time step down. I don't know if it has any form of active temperature control, although it's a very sophisticated light in many other ways. Like it has this OLED display which shows you the voltage and the expected runtime at a certain level. So this is the level with 65 lumens, 18 minutes, 200 lumens, 7 minutes. Again, the battery is almost dead. Turbo mode, yeah, few seconds, like 3 seconds before it has to step down because the battery is almost empty. The battery in here is, I think, a lithium polymer battery with 1200 milliamps. Here we have a 16340 battery with about 800 milliamps, so a bit weaker. In my opinion, the runtimes on this light are a little bit limited, I must say. Didn't have the same problem with the Nitecore, but that depends on how you use it. Build quality in general, way superior on the Sofirn. First of all, using the battery alone will give it a long life because you can exchange the batteries. With the Nitecore, you would have to screw the light open, hope you damage nothing. So basically disassemble the light and then replace the lithium polymer battery, which is, you have to order another one. It's definitely a complicated process if you want to do it. So for all intents and purposes, the Nitecore is toast after 2, 3, 4 years, I think. The Sofirn, on the other hand, it can run for decades, for a long, long time, as long as you can replace the battery. Now we also have a low battery warning on this one. Again, both lights are not exactly endurance runners. The little bit of usage in the outdoors yesterday that you saw in the footage already brought them both down pretty much. The build quality. So the general build quality, this is a solid light. It is waterproof. It's also rated waterproof. This is only splash water resistant. You can see this is an aluminum body actually. It looks plasticky, but it is aluminum. You have these areas here that catch dirt. I've carried this light for a few months in my pocket. Yeah, you see the anodization coming off, but it's to be expected. That's not a big deal. It doesn't feel as solid and sturdy as a light like this. Now the Sofirn, very practical, has a magnetic tail that makes it a nice work light. You also have that bidirectional clip, so you can like put it onto a hat like this, or you can put it down into the pocket like this. Here you only have a single direction clip, but a very solid one. I like the clip on the Nitecore. Using both of the lights, I like the setup of the TUP with those 2 switches, although the switches rattle a little bit. Again, the build quality on Nitecore lights is not too exciting in my opinion. But anyways, I like the interface with 2 switches. It's just practical. Have a dedicated on-off switch. The OLED display is very nice. It's not necessary at all, but I imagine it being very practical on bigger lights to have an OLED display that really shows you their expected run times on certain levels. It's definitely a nice innovation. The Sofirn, on the other hand, runs through one switch, very top-notch switch. It also gives you battery warnings and whatever. Very good fit and finish. And it does the best that you can do with just one switch. It has 2 mode groups, stepless dimming, and then one with standard steps. And it has double click on turbo, triple click, and you go into a strobe. It is the usual interface that you find on many Sofirn and Workhorse lights, which is very well thought out. It's very mature, but again, it has limitations. It's just one switch. Nitecore is much more innovative with the way they approach their user interfaces. But that's something that you have to decide for yourself. Again, the similar size, very similar weight, similar brightness levels, a little bit more pleasant light perhaps on the Sofirn, a little bit brighter on the Nitecore, and very different design approaches. This is a light that can last you for many years, and this is a light that, well, basically has planned obsolescence in mind to a degree, but is very nice in other ways, and it's surely enjoyable as a keychain light. Personally, I like to go for bigger lights with tail switch. With a tail switch, they're just so much more useful, not because they're that much brighter, but they offer much more run times, and the ergonomics and the way you use them is just more practical with a tail switch. So if you really need a flashlight, you go with something like this. But if you have to go with something very compact because you only carry, you're a lady, you only carry a purse or whatever, whatnot, then these lights are both good options. Now the Sofirn comes in for less than 40 euros or something like $40. The Nitecore is still more than 70 euros or so. By the way, thank you to my subscriber Stefan for this wonderful light. I really enjoyed it. So this is a little look on the Sofirn SC21 and the Nitecore TUP. Compare them both. This is an excellent light, definitely, and this is a very interesting, a little bit experimental light. This was Wear and Tear, over and out.